Welcome, little dreamers, to tonight's bedtime adventure. Close your eyes, snuggle into your blankets, and let your heart drift with me into a gentle world where kindness, patience, and hope shine brighter than the stars. Tonight, I will tell you the story of the lost puppy. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by rolling meadows and golden fields, there lived a little boy named Tom. Tommy had a best friend, not a person, not a toy, but a tiny, fluffy puppy with bright eyes and a tail that wagged like the beating of a happy drum. The puppy's name was Max. Tommy and Max were inseparable. They played in the garden, chased butterflies together, and sometimes just sat quietly under the big oak tree, watching the clouds float by. Max loved to curl up by Tommy's feet every night, keeping him warm and filling his heart with joy. But one morning, when the sun rose gently over the rooftops, and the birds sang their cheerful morning song, Max was gone. His little basket was empty, and there was no wagging tail to greet Tom. His heart sank. Max, Max, where are you? Tommy called. He looked under the bed, behind the door, even inside the laundry basket, because Max loved hiding in silly places. But the house was quiet. Tommy ran outside. He searched the yard, the garden, and the lane in front of the house. Still, there was no sign of his beloved puppy. From morning until noon, and from noon until the shadows of evening stretched long, Tommy wandered the village calling out, Max, Max, but only the wind answered back, tired and sad. Tommy walked home slowly, his eyes filled with tears. He sat on the porch steps, hugging his knees, whispering, where could you be, Max? Just then, Tommy saw his neighbor, Mr. Tim, sitting by his porch, rocking gently in a wooden chair got low. Tim was kind and always smiled when he saw Tommy and Max together. Tommy wiped his eyes, walked over, and said softly, "Good evening, Murdoch Tim. I lost my puppy. I've searched everywhere, but I can't find him. Have you seen Max today, mister?" Tim thought for a moment. Then his eyes lit up. He pointed toward the back of his yard and said, "Why, yes, Tommy. I saw a little puppy chewing on a bone behind the shed earlier today. I didn't know it was your puppy, or I would have called you." Tommy's heart leapt with hope. He ran quickly, and there, just as Mr. Tim had said, was Max, happily gnawing on a bone, his tail wagging as if nothing had happened at all. "Oh, Max," Tommy cried, scooping the puppy into his arms. Tears of relief rolled down his cheeks, but this time they were happy tears. Max lit his face, as if to say, "Don't worry, I'm here now." Tommy thanked Mr. Tim with all his heart. "You don't know how much this means to me. I thought I'd lost him forever." That night, Tommy held Max close as they curled up to sleep. He whispered, "Max, I'll never stop looking for you. no matter how far you wander, because love never gives up. And so, dear child, the little boy learned something very important. No matter how hopeless things may seem, if you keep trying, if you keep hoping, and if you don't give up, sometimes miracles happen. Max came home. Tommy's heart was full again. And from that day on, Tommy always made sure to keep Max close, never forgetting the lesson of that long day. And so, my dear little dreamer, whenever you feel like giving up, remember Tommy and Max. Remember that love, patience, and determination can bring even the lost things back home. Now close your eyes, feel safe, drift into a gentle sleep. Good night, little dreamers. Sweet dreams.